alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, GMS. Alright, Shalom to the wandered Israelites, which include Judah's children, alright, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, alright, who are pressed together according to Jeremiah 50:33. But to whom pertaineth the adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants according to Romans chapter 9. Alright, opposed to the foreign teachings, which according to Revelation 14:4 represent the defilement by foreign women. May the kingdom of everlasting life and joy, the secrets be revealed unto you, alright, as blood descendants of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, scattered to the four winds of the earth, alright, as a people first, man, alright. And today, basically I looked at the verse of today, right, and it's Hebrews 11:1, I think, alright. And I had to put it out in the King James Version, so basically now we got the correct understanding of it according to the correct Bible. So, alright, because if you go into the King James Version 16:11, you will have the Apocrypha in it, just as it would be, alright, in today's language, because we cannot speak Hebrew perfect, alright, because we lost our heritage. And it was actually also stolen, alright, by the Amalekites. But we are still these blood descendants, and we have to learn Hebrew, of course. But also, this is the best Bible what you want to use, alright, by going into the Hebrew, by going in the different words and the understanding of it, alright, by keeping the laws and statutes of Yahweh Shai and his feasts, alright, by study to show yourself approved, alright, by having brotherly love, alright, by doing these videos, doing the work, one video a day at least, if you got a family, yes, as you would have none, alright, alright, having faith, man, alright, by praying, alright, every day, by fasting, everything, alright, you need to fast, you need to pray, alright, all these things, man, okay. Now we will read from verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Elohim, which means God in English, alright, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto Elohim, God, a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, and Cain is Esau, alright, Esau is Cain in the reincarnation, alright, and Cain is the serpent in the reincarnation, which was in the garden and deceived Eve, and we can read that Eve was deceived but Adam not, basically, alright, but to his woman also, but to her, which means Eve, came sin into the earth, and to her we all die, alright, so a woman, and I don't talk about you, alright, you are a holy woman, alright, that listen, alright, in patience and in holiness, alright, I don't talk about you, alright, I talk about these, of course you're also a woman, alright, but only you will be delivered, alright, these other women are basically true, alright, but to the woman basically death came, alright, also a reason, alright, why women can't give life, alright, the producing of sperm creates life, alright, and the woman is just there to basically bring forth the child, alright, nothing else, nothing more, and actually for nothing else needed, okay, just for pleasure and as a servant, alright, but also, to basically help the man, alright, especially in the kingdom, alright, because our woman will be holy again, alright, and also, you know, also virgins, also, of a good smell, it isn't that, very beautiful woman, alright, because we will also be perfect again, alright, because we're not perfect yet, alright, but we understand that you need actually the man, alright, to gain actually, alright, to be delivered actually, alright, If you read the Bible, it tells you, alright, that the woman shall be saved by childbearing, alright? Does the scripture lie? Of course not, alright? But these women, okay, and they will see it, alright? So that's why they have to trust in the scriptures when they don't have a man, alright? Okay. Okay. By faith Abel offered unto Elohim a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Elohim, God testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death. Alright, and there is no book of Enoch, there's only Esau, alright, publishing a book that's called Book of Enoch, okay? By being the devil, by being the deceiver, by being actually Esau, no place for repentance forever, being destroyed as the only heathen of the earth, okay, at the very end. And this is his book and his fantasy, let him be with the fantasy, just like the synagogue of Satan, the Amalekites, they want to be the Jews, but they are not, okay, but are the synagogue of Satan, let them have the fantasy, alright, we will see how it works out for them, okay? Bless Judas. And was not found because God Elohim had translated him, for before his translation he had his testimony that he pleased God Elohim. Alright, but without faith it is impossible to please him. Alright, so you have to have faith, alright, because without faith you will not receive the election, alright, even when basically you can't choose Yahweh, he has to choose you, alright, we know that for sure according to the scriptures, alright, what does the scripture say, alright, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you to bring forth fruit, alright, does it have to bring out every scripture what I'm quoting here? Of course not, man, alright, but this is in the scriptures, of course, okay, so basically, alright, basically the reason why you have faith is because faith is a gift, and that's what I'm putting out here, alright? Faith is a gift. Let's get that real quick, man. Faith is gift, King James Version. You see? So he has to give you the faith, alright? And then you can bring forth fruit, alright? Then Yahweh can choose you, alright? To be, first off, you have to be a Hebrew Israelite to be chosen, okay? As I said in the start of the video, okay? And second, he has to choose you, alright? That's why we have so-called Jews, Hebrew Israelites, who are the two dirts, which will be cut off and die right along, alright? With these other people, man, okay? Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Elohim, you see. So it is the gift of Elohim, you see. So it's not your own gift, alright, it's not your own spiritual power, alright, it's not your own imagination, I'm being chosen, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. No, man, alright, okay? You have to be chosen, okay? You have to be a chosen Hebrew Israelite from the bloodline of Jacob, okay? To your father's seed line, of course. Alright, and that's it, okay? So you can choose yourself, alright? You can't, alright, that's it basically, okay? So again, okay? and was not found. Alright, some of the elect will be not found, you know. You have these troops coming up, you know, you have, I believe, the yellow list, the blue list, the black list, and whatsoever. These hidden imaginations, alright, of the unbelievers. Basically, alright, some of them will be actually not found, alright, or actually nowhere to found, alright, because, you know, they kind of like, you know, they had that standard, alright, being actually, they actually, alright, experienced the standard being lifted up, alright, starting with them, alright, so basically some of the brothers, alright, will not be there when these troops come up, alright, to vaccinate you, to chip you, whatsoever, alright, because they are already, alright, at that standard in some cases, alright, so standard means basically in the Hebrew to flee, alright, or put to flight, so it can be both, alright, you know. Either one way, alright, you put them to flight, which means you receive spiritual powers to basically counter strike, okay, and the other way is, alright, or you had the power to basically flee, alright, and you don't have to basically destroy, okay, you know, your surrounding, man. Alright, just say it like that, man. Okay. And was not found, because God Alahayim had translated him, for before his translation he had his, this testimony, that he pleased God Alahayim, alright? But without faith it is impossible to please him, alright? And that's what we always bring out, man. Without faith, man, okay? Because you have even, alright, even in these Israelite groups and camps, man, you have people without faith, man. They're just being there for entertainment, man, alright? That's what we already found out, basically, alright, you know, because it's just common, man, it's just common, man, alright. Yahushua said when he comes back, man, alright, he puts them goats out of the way, man, from the sheeps, man, alright, he will basically cut them off from the sheeps, man, and that's these people, okay, these so-called brothers, these so-called Israelites, alright. And they are Israelites according to the flesh, because Yahweh is not dealing with a heathen, alright, according to the flesh, no descendant of Jacob, whose name is changed to Israel, alright, but they are of the two birds, alright, which are here chosen from the beginning, alright, you know, even before the earth was created, to be actually not chosen, eh? Okay. You see? But without faith it is impossible to please him, alright, for he that cometh to God Alahayim must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, you see? By faith Noah, being warned of God Alahayim of things not seen as yet, moved to fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world, and became heir of the righteousness, which is by faith, you see? Alright? And so basically we are that spiritual ark, man, alright? And the Hebrew Israelite, according to the Bible, the so-called Negroes, Latinos and Indians, you have a chance to get on that ark, alright? But if not, guess what? Alright, there will be righteous judgment coming to you, man. Alright, straight out of heaven, alright? Perfectly prepared, alright, to bring, alright, your... Basically, you know, it's already that late, so, you know, I always say it like that, you know, Levi stands for basically the hardship of the gospel, man, or the hardship of basically the Hebrew Israelites, alright? So basically I can say it like that, man. It's basically prepared for you, man, perfectly to bring the fear, what you feared upon you, man, okay? You just say it like that, man, alright, and that's no fun at all, man, okay? It sounds simple a little bit, or too easy, you will think, alright, but, you know, think again, man, alright, he's the power of the universe, you are the chosen people above all people, alright, chosen from the beginning even, alright, Humans are not immortal, alright? Yahweh, the son of Alahayim, is immortal, of Yahweh is immortal, okay? Yahweh himself, okay, is immortal, alright? These beings, alright, especially Yahweh, knows everything what you don't know, alright? And also, he created you, and he knows even better than yourself what you feel, alright? He knows even better than yourself, alright, where you will end, alright? You see? And he even created the wicked, alright? So-called white man, the red man, pink man, according to the Bible, which is Esau, the twin brother of Jacob, alright? He created him, So basically, he created all these heathens also, man. Alright, and you not think he is some greater thinking power than you? Of course he is, man. Alright, he created everything what you see, man. Okay, and basically, he can do more and he will do more, man. Alright, but you can do nothing, man, because you're basically like cattle, man. You're basically like an animal, alright, that has to die after a few 80 years or 100 years what we have today, man, alright? Look at these ancient days, man. Noah, for example, and the other people around this time, alright? They were getting older, man, alright? Okay. Okay. And you and Hebrew Israelite, that's true, man, alright? So what you think gonna happen, alright? If your power wants you to return from your wicked ways, alright, but you don't do it because of ignorance, alright, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, you can read it in the prophets, alright, what you think will happen to you, alright, if he wants you, alright, day by day, alright, everybody is warned anyway, once in his life at least, alright, you have these prophets all over the internet, man, which the internet was actually created only for the gospel to come to. Alright, you have these prophets on the streets everywhere, basically. Alright. Because if he wants you to see them, alright, you will basically, alright, you will basically see some camps, alright, Mainly in America, of course, okay, Babylon the Great, alright. And became here of the righteousness which is by faith, you see. So we're not righteous by the law, alright. Of course we have to keep it, okay, because the moment you decide to not keep it because you're not righteous by it is the moment you will gonna die for it. By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is God Alahayim. To faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, you see, so a woman can't give seed, she will conceive seed, okay, for you heathens out there, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Therefore sprang there even of one, and him as good as that, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the sea shore innumerable. These all died in faith, you see, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Just as in these last days we have to be pilgrims on the earth, man, alright, because if not, alright, because if not, man, alright, you will maybe in some cases not escape some evil, but here's everything prepared for you, alright, the kingdom, your death, it can happen, spiritual powers, alright, basically it's everything already, chosen for you, alright, where you will basically end, man, alright, and that's basically the point, man, alright? You don't give yourself over to heaviness, your mind basically, alright? So you try your best, you know, you try this and that, you know. But at the end, man, alright, he already knew, man, alright? Does not the scripture say, alright, pray, you know, for the hour? What is in English, you know, what is it? You know, the standard prayer, what Yahweh gave us, man, alright? There's a certain name for it. No, in German we say Vater unser, okay? So basically, you know, what Yahweh gave us, man, as a prayer, okay? And because what, man, you already know, man, before you even pray, you already know, alright, what you actually will say, alright, what you need, what you don't need, and this and that, you know, so that's why we have to pray it like that, alright, because, again, the Son knows the best, alright, how to behave, man, alright, so that's basically the way you want to do it, okay, because it don't matter, man. He already knows already. He already knows, man. So what you want to say, what you don't know, man. So that makes no sense if you talk like the heathens, you know, this, that, and the dirt, man. But you don't, you know. Come on, man. All right. Simple. All right. So what, man? All right. So what, man? Okay. Of course you can do your best, alright, but the scripture also says, man, alright, be not over to heaviness, alright, about what should I wear tomorrow, alright, where shall I live tomorrow, when we're even temporary on this earth, man, alright, the earth will not be destroyed, you know, like greatmillstone is saying that, alright, the earth will be here still, alright, and the kingdom will be here on earth, and the Israelites, the 144,000, will be reigning on earth, alright, with Yahweh as the one and only name and one holy name on this earth, and everybody knows it, okay? But Esau will be in 1,000 years of slavery with, you know, with this Amalekites, okay? Of course, also the other heathens, alright, but they will not catch that verse like they, okay? So basically, okay, you know, you're not over to heaviness when it comes to, you know, speaking to myself, you know, of course, also, man, alright, you know, but heaviness, man, is never good, man, alright, so you, of course, try to be a pilgrim, okay, but guess what, man, you know, you don't just ride, you know, like, you know, over there, one country, alright, next to your country, alright, just to be a pilgrim, man, alright, you know, out of nothing, somewhere where you don't know where you even end, man, okay, that's not what it's talking about, okay, 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 he has it everything under control, man, alright. And he will not also give you more than you can actually take, man, alright, otherwise, with the heathens, of course, man, okay, because we don't know how they will take it, especially Esau, okay, but just as we had to drink that cup, man, they have to drink it also, man, alright, that's righteous, okay, because they actually are not just, you know, profiting, alright, out of these times, alright, but also, okay, we have also the speckled birds, so not every other nation looking like people is other nation, alright, and you don't even know what nation, okay, but they still profit from that, alright, and they don't even think that, you know, they don't even, what is it, what's the English word, okay, and the scripture is talking about that, alright. You know, true reincarnation, of course, they are the same people, alright? You know, the more they deny it, the more it is actually true, of course. So they don't feel responsible for what they did in the past, alright? You know, when they are actually the people. But, you know, okay, you know. But again, man, the cup, alright, which is the cup of indignation, righteous indignation, will pass also on to thee, man, alright? Okay, Babylon the Great starting, okay, with this, you know, place, okay, if you want to call it like that, man, because it's actually hell, alright, just as the other places where the Israelites were scattered, okay. You know, and they even push it further, man. So, you know, that's actually how bad it's gonna get for them, okay? Because you have 3 reasons now, alright, to bring hell upon them, but they're actually even more than that now, okay? Um, you know, because as Apostle Tahar said it, man, even if they would, like, you know, let's just say they would pay every so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Indian, like 1 million euro, a white, you know, or pounds, you know, okay, dollars, you know, whatsoever. Even that would be not enough, man, alright, for what you actually did on the earth, man, alright, you know, especially Esau again, okay. Even that would be not enough, alright, but again, they still oppress you, alright, they don't think that they are responsible for what they did, okay. They pushing it further, alright, you know, look at this great, okay, this great you know, killing, alright, what's about to come really to the whole earth, but especially to the so-called Negroes, Latinos and Indians, alright, because they're already declared, alright, that you are the target of these vaccinations, not because of scientifically, alright, proven facts, alright, that you are actually really, alright, the people who should get vaccinated first, but because they are the devil, and they know what they are doing, alright, because you are the Hebrew Israelites, but they can't fuck with the one dirt man, alright, only with your 2 dirt niggas, man, alright. Verse 14. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country that is in heavenly, wherefore God Elohim is not ashamed to be called their God Elohim, for he had prepared for them a city. By faith Abraham, alright, because you have Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac and Jacob, Salah, alright, so you're not a children of Abraham or Isaac only, but also of Jacob, alright, to receive the gospel and to be chosen, alright? Again, to be chosen, not to choose Yahweh, because he is not chosen, okay? He will choose you again. Alright, that's also why he is basically blinding people to dirts, okay? When he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, okay? According that God Elohim was able to raise him up even from the death, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Salah, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come, because Esau has the fatness of the earth, alright, and he is basically from his servant state, alright, he came out of that, alright, so that's why you have a Bible that is actually without apocrypha, alright, because like 400 years ago, alright, again, you had the 1611 King James Version with the apocrypha in it, because everything was basically in order, alright, but 400 years back we were actually in the so-called Dark Ages in some places on the earth, alright, in the most. So we had that reign still on that point, man, on that time, alright, but then, you know, the wicked had basically came to into position of rulership. Okay, so that's where the messed up things started, even for these other heathens, alright, even when they don't see it right now, they will soon see it, of course. Okay, and basically that's why it says that Esau concerning things to come is also blessed. Okay, we know of course that Jacob has the blessing over all blessing, or the blessing which is not even compared to these other blessings, because it's forever, man, alright, but in another video you can check that, okay? But Esau is basically, he actually made it, alright, to the point where he had no longer white Israelites ruling over him. Not because he was by himself, like kinda strong or something, alright, but because we not kept the commandments and statutes and laws of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So we basically fell from grace just in the beginning, as it was in the beginning of the earth, alright, when we came from our first estate, man, alright, you see, because we are now in the chains of darkness, man. So that means that we are actually humans, when we even gods, alright, that will again have spiritual power, everybody at some point really soon, alright, but now we're just in the flesh, just like the heathens, alright, just like Esau, okay, and we basically, alright, of course we don't trust in guns, this and that, and weapons, alright, because wisdom is better than weapons of war according to scriptures, alright, but the only way, alright, you would actually survive Esau with his blessing coming up to you, alright, is to have spiritual powers, otherwise you will die, you see. So that's actually, again, they are also twin brothers, of course, so Esau is the worst heathen, alright, and the most wicked according to Yahweh, and the people who will receive no mercy at all, because they shoot no mercy. But every nation actually has a blessing, alright. Look at the Egyptians, which have actually a culture, alright. They made it actually also to some point where they had us 400 years in slavery, alright. So we were also slaves 400 years in Egypt, man. Okay, so these things are basically in the past, okay. But Yahweh is not forgetting about these things. Okay, and again, every nation has its blessing. Okay, every nation has a part in oppressing us somehow, some way. Okay, some not even anymore. Okay, because they will turn against Esau anyway, and they already did it actually. Okay, but just to stay on topic, it is basically the point, alright, that Esau concerning things to come basically means the time where he is basically here in this position to basically vaccinate these lost and deceived people, alright, and you two birds, man. Okay, you see, that's what it means, man. Because after it, man, it's done. Okay, do, alright, finished, alright. You see. That's why he's coming down with that great wrath, man, you see, because his time is short, man, alright, so what's that, man, okay, again, it's everything what he has from his blessing right now, alright, the last part, the very, very last part, which is actually nothing, man, you see, because he only comes down with that great wrath to take as many as possible with him, man, to what, you see. Verse 21. By faith Jacob, when he was a-dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worshipped leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Yasharallah, and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Okay. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God Elohim than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. You see, Moses fasted 2 times, alright, he drank and eated for, for a really, really long time, alright, and actually 2 times, alright. I think if I'm not, if it's not wrong, alright, I think 4 weeks, alright, was it 4 weeks, 2 times, alright, without drinking and eating them, alright, that's possible with Yahweh, but if you wanna do that, you know, I don't say it's not possible, but you know, okay. But he did it, man. Okay, I just leave it with that. Okay, you know, like you know, simple said, why 3 weeks are dangerous, or why 3 days without drinking is dangerous, you know. Just say it like that, you know. But you know, without Yahweh nothing is impossible, man, and that proves it, man. I googled that, man. How long did Moses are fasting? Alright, and you know, how often, man. Okay. By fate, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw him as a good child. By fate, Moses, when he was come 2 years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God on high than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Christ Yahweh greater riches and treasures in Egypt. Alright, that's the one there today, for he had respect unto recompense of the reward. You see, so these people don't know, man. Alright, let's see. Okay. By fate he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, where he endured, and seeing him who was invisible. And actually, this goes into the first verses of the chapter, basically, also. But think again, man, alright, if you're in good times, you don't remember the bad times, and just like that, it will be in the kingdom. Alright, these bad nightmares overpassed. Alright, but again, for the wicked, alright, and you know who the wicked is, it will be basically like never-ending doom, okay? Because it will actually start really soon. And it already started, man, the verses. Alright, but again, man, if you're in the kingdom, alright, you know, it's basically done, man. Okay, go on a chariot, you know, isn't that? You will not remember anything, man. Okay. Forever, man. Okay, we're not talking about here some 400 years or some bullshit like that, man. Right? We talk about eternity, alright? That's the right word, you know. So what is this called? Eternity, come. You see? Okay, and again, man, if the people would know what actually will happen really soon, alright, which we're in right now, alright, check out the video from the Archium, you know, it can happen every moment right now, alright, basically everything. They would not act like they act now, okay? Just say like that, but we know it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, and we are this Moses, alright, we are this in that Moses state of mind, alright, we are in that Moses spirit, alright, I wanted to say like that, you know? We are in that Moses spirit, okay? We are just like him, okay? By fate he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible, man. Through fate he kept the Passover. You know how much VIP is that, man, if this power is actually invisible also, okay? You know, you cannot prove you also if you would be seen, alright? Which will be the case, alright? Not everybody will see him, but everybody will maybe feel, alright? But know, okay, in the kingdom that his presence, okay, just like now basically, but yeah, it will be, even for the heathens, very clear to not to misunderstand, because it will not wane if they don't come to the feast, right? So that's why that's why they are bound by this, okay? But you will see, right? You know, because scripture is talking about it will not wane in the land basically, right? If they don't come up for the Feast of Tabernacles, for example, man, alright, where the 144,000 are in rulership, man. How bad, you know, how bad VIP, man, how bad, beautiful and glorious this is, man. See, alright. a whole earth and righteousness, man, okay? And you have this feast, alright, being actually like they should be, alright? And descendants have to partake in it, because otherwise, man, alright, there will be judgment, okay? So, you know, everybody works and everything will work according, alright, to the righteousness and to the Israelite government, which is the word in the New Testament, alright, government, alright, the Israelite government, alright, you know, salvation unto the whole world, you know, that's talking about the Israelite government. Alright, and with that, alright, we will close it out, alright, because, you know, verse 40 real quick. God having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect, you see. So there's something better for us coming. Again, you will have things, alright, which you cannot imagine, alright. This is what's to come, man, and we're right at the door, which is already open, okay. So it's getting interesting, man. It's getting interesting, alright. Keep doing this work, okay. And you know, show yourself approved, man, basically, okay, you know. Alright, and with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakadash. Alright, Lord willing, we see us in the next lesson. That was trouble. Okay, and you know, just keep pushing, man.